Hello, welcome to this episode of the Meet the Regions. My name is Zack Hodgdon. I am an agent at Porcupine Real Estate, and I look forward to speaking about my home region. I'm actually born and raised right around the Lakes region, a bit south of it, but just close enough where I would consider myself to be in the Lakes region. I have a lot of local experience, and I look forward to speaking about that here. So the Lakes region is home to a lot of some of the more wealthy, affluent, some of the more famous areas of New Hampshire. We have Lake Winnipesaukee, which is very well known in media. You'll see it in a lot of movies. A lot of actors like to have summer homes there, celebrities. Actually, just in my hometown, Sting lives nearby. So it's a very, very popular area for people who want to come to a low tax area. And speaking of low taxes, Wolfboro is actually very well known for being a property tax area. So we have a lot of you can get a nice mix in the Lakes region where you can find some more affordable properties north of Concord, and you can be close to a lot of the attractions that the Lakes region has. So some of the more well-known ones would be Wares Beach. Wares Beach, there is a boardwalk. There's some nice restaurants, arcades. It's a there's a beach. It's a good place to sort of go around, walk around, meet some people. I've always had very great experiences there. And once a year, you'll also notice there's a lot of motorcycles around Weirs Beach. And that's because there is actually a very popular motorcycle week that happens there where people go from all over the area, all over, even like the US to come to this very large motorcycle like festival. And it's absolutely crazy to see, how many motorcycles you'll see in New Hampshire. But yeah, so I haven't personally been to that, but I know a lot of people who have, and I've only heard very great things about that. So also right around Weirs Beach is Fun Spot, which is actually the home to the largest collection of early 1970s to late 2000s games in the world. I actually went there earlier this year for a a Free Stater's daughter's birthday party, and it was a great time. They have bowling. They have more retro games than you could possibly play in one day. It's sort of a thing where you gotta pick and choose with the amount of time you have, but it was very, very, very cheap, very affordable. I never felt like I was running out of tokens, and yeah, I very highly recommend Fun Spot to anyone who may be visiting, who may have an interest in sort of retro games, and yeah, it's a very good experience. So, also in the Lakes region, one of the more popular destinations is the Castle in the Clouds. So, this is a 5,500-acre estate, a very large building with cascading waterfalls. There's carriage trails, there's a trolley, and you can even feed the trout in Shannon Pond. So I highly recommend if you're visiting the Lakes region, go check out Castle in the Clouds. It will not disappoint. So a bit north of the lake region, it's right around the lakes region, but it's a little bit north. I want to give a shout out to the Flume Gorge. The Flume Gorge, it's a state park, and we can there's these you're basically going into the gorge and you can see these big waterfalls and you're going through this bridge, and it's a very popular tourist destination. So if you find yourself a bit north of the lakes region, or you want to take a bit of a drive up through Franconia Notch, see the mountains, see where the old man of the mountain was, go check out the Flume Gorge. And right down the street from the Flume Gorge, you can also see Clark's Bears. This is I don't know if you've seen this online, but you may have seen this online. There's a guy called the Wolf Man. The Wolf Man, this is a guy who you just gotta look up the Wolf Man, okay? Look up Clark's Bears Wolf Man. It will not disappoint. So if you have kids, it's a great place to bring them. You can see the bear show, and you can make a whole day out of it. And if you're looking for a place to stay in the Lakes region, I highly recommend the Independence Inn. It's sort of in the in between between the Seacoast, Merrimack Valley, and the Lakes region, right in the middle of all of them. It's a Free Stater-owned business, and there's a restaurant there, very highly acclaimed. Yeah, so there's lots of options in the in the Lakes region. You can go to the Lakes region Porcupine meetup as well if you're around during the third Saturday. They do that at noon. If you go to www.fsp.org/calendar, you can see where they're going to be hosting it, and that's a good opportunity to meet fellow porcupines, figure out what else you may want to do in the area, and yeah, thanks for listening, and you can contact me at Zack@porcupinerealestate.com. And if you plan on moving to the Lakes region or you want more info on the Lakes region, I can send you our local guide on the Lakes region, and we can see if it's a good fit for you. Thanks for listening.